1, Heart 2.
Episode 210.
Yay. I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny, and I'm dedicating this show to my spirit animal, Gabby. And I have this to say to you. Buh-BAM! That is her catchphrase, and that is also my catchphrase. Because I think Buh-BAM is awesome. So, if you've watched before, thank you for coming back. And if you are a new viewer, welcome to the show.
Don't run off yet.
Yeah.
It does get better.
Shout outs. We currently have a knit along going along. It's anything with green yarn in it.
This is the last week because I think we draw for a winner next week.
Yeah.
Because this is the last week of May.
I think this is the last episode in May.
That month went by really quick.
I know.
I don't know why, but it did.
Well, for me, it was like every weekend I was at some kind of a fiber event. It like wore me out. I'm so glad I don't have to go to anymore. For
me, it was traveling from here, there, and everywhere for my job.
Yeah.
Not here, there, and everywhere, just local, but just off-sites.
Sucks the time.
It really does.
The other shout out is, I mentioned this last week, but if you're interested in taking class with Abby Frankomont at Fiber Revival, you really need to sign up before they're sold out.
When is Fiber Revival?
August 13th. August 6th. It's on the show notes.
Somewhere in August.
It's either the 6th or the 13th. I can't remember.
And you might hear the garbage truck in the back.
Yeah.
Also known as my catering truck.
The catering truck. I think that's it for shout outs, right?
It is. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry. My voice is not very strong. Coming off of a cold. Something like that. Something like that.
She has a cold.
I have a cold or allergies or something that's just killing my throat and stuff. And if I try and talk loud, I go into a coughing fit. So let's not do that.
All right. Well, that's it for shout outs. We're going to draw for the winner of the Knittingsmybag bag and yarn.
At the end of the show.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Yay. And
on the dance card, I wrote whip.
Oh! I'm like, that's not on the dance card.
No, I wrote whip. I couldn't
Works
remember.
Works in progress on the dance card. What we're currently knitting. However you'd like to phrase it.
Yeah. So on the dance card, I have two things, which I'm writing down on my little sheet. First of all, I have the Trillian shawl. And I will show that to you. This is the shawl that I'm knitting out of my hand-spun loop bat in the strobe colorway. I did finally get a new scale, a food scale, so I have been able to weigh it. I have about 20 grams left to knit before I have to start the edging. And I am on the yellow stripe. I just started the yellow stripe. You can see it there.
You have 20 grams, you said?
20 grams left before I have to start the edging. And so this is going really well. The only problem is I have to weigh it every 5 or 6 rows now because it's starting to go faster and faster.
Right.
And so one of our viewers, and now I can't remember her name, but I'll put it underneath here because I want to shout out to her. She told me about this awesome scale that she has. It's a little scale with a lid, like a little plastic lid that you can take off and also use as a tray if you're measuring.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've seen.
But it closes itself up so that it's covered.
Yeah.
You could put it in your purse or something. And it's small enough where I could keep it by my knitting chair, my knitting area. So
maybe you can make a bag for it. Have its own little notions bag.
I probably will. Now that you say that, I'm like,
Well, that way it would keep the dust out.
Well, it has a lid, so.
Yeah. Well, just a minute, you want those bags.
I know. So anyway, I ordered one. She sent me a link to Amazon, and I looked at it, and I was like, I'm ordering that. The thing that I like about it, the food scale goes down to 1 gram. it can weigh up to 11 pounds and down to 1 gram. But the little measuring scale can go up to like 1/10 of a gram.
Oh, nice.
So it's way more accurate than for smaller weights. So I was like, that'd be really cool. Basically what it is, it's a scale that like drug dealers use to...
Cool.
That's the kind of thing that they use.
So if you get stopped by a cop, they're going to ask you why you have a scale in your car.
Well, the good news is that since knitting became more popular, the two people that use those scales the most are drug dealers and knitters. So, yeah.
So, are you going to have the cops watching you now that you ordered one through Amazon?
Probably.
Were they alerted?
Going to be on some kind of a list.
And then they're going to see, oh, she's getting fiber. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. She doesn't seem like the drug dealing type.
Oh, come on. There is no type.
Apparently not.
What's the TV show with the meth lab?
Oh, yeah, Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad. There you go.
Yeah, I'll be like Breaking Bad yarn or something.
Sure, why not?
So,
Get a reality
anyway,
show in there.
That is coming today. I was hoping it would show up before I left for your house, but it probably will get here in the afternoon because I ordered it Amazon Prime. It's going to be here by 8 p.m.
Oh, next day type of deal?
I ordered it on Monday, I think,
all right.
and or Tuesday, and it was like a 2-day free shipping thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I love me some Amazon Prime. So I will be using that to weigh this because...
It's really, really pretty.
It's gorgeous. I was going to give it to Jack's teacher, but I think I'm going to keep it for
What are you,
myself.
high?
I
Find
know.
something else to give to Jack's teacher.
Well, I have another... I don't know.
I was going to say, you must have something else in there.
I told Jack that I was going to give her a scarf, knit her a scarf. I said, would you like it if I knit your teacher a scarf? I don't usually do that for teachers, but this teacher has been such an advocate for him, getting his 504 in place and getting him accommodations that he needs. And Jack said... It's way too hot to wear a scarf, Mom.
Well, he is right.
I was like, yeah, but she could wear it in the winter. He's like, I think she would like a Starbucks card.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking about it this year because Zachary is moving on to another school.
Yeah.
And he had his teachers for the last 2 years. So it's like I should really get them something nice.
Yeah.
But I'm done for knitting for people.
I think I'm probably just going to get a Starbucks card because that's what Jack wants to get her. But I was willing to knit her something. I was willing to knit her something from Handspun.
Whoa.
She really...
That's what you call a knit-worthy teacher.
She deserves something really nice. I'm going to also write a letter to her by email and CC the principal. And just explaining... how wonderful she was. Good. So that can go in her file.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the second thing I have on the needles is my second Leyburn sock. Not that much progress since last
not really.
Wait, I should just do it like that. Yeah, I knit this during the 6 hours that I was chatting with our friends in Northampton.
Wow.
And that's all I've done for knitting this week. And that is in Socks that Rock. Medium weight in the It's a Collection it's not an obsession colorway.
I noticed somebody else on Instagram is knitting that. Or knit that.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't remember who.
Was it...
Emil? No.
I know she bought the yarn. Could it have been Carla Hibbard?
It was.
Yeah.
Blogless Carla.
Blogless Carla, because I know she and I were knitting at the same time.
What was she knitting, though? I can't remember. I think hers might have just been stockinette.
I can't remember. I just know she's knitting with that yarn making socks right now at the same time.
Yes. So my turn?
Yes.
So I am just knitting on my generic, Jaywalker socks. I had to think about it. Half a Jaywalker. A J sock?
A Walker sock?
Walker sock. So I'm actually halfway through with my second sock. I'm on the heel turn. No. I'm on the gusset decreases. I'm just not anywhere. I've been on offsite and been able to knit a little bit yesterday. I just wasn't in the mood to knit.
I like those.
So this is made from Knit Pick Sock Blank. It was dyed while it was in the blank form, and then me and Wendy unrolled it to make single balls.
Yeah.
Because I don't knit 2 at a time anymore.
I don't either. It takes too long.
It does.
It seems like it would take less time, but it doesn't.
No.
It makes it seem longer.
Yes. So I'm in the process of decreasing. I'm hoping to have this finished so that I can cast on something else.
Cool. Is that it for your on the dance
That's all
card?
I've been knitting on.
Rate your date. I have nothing this week. I still have one Leyburn sock done, but I showed it last week, so I'm not showing it again.
Same with me. I just have my one Jaywalker sock.
We're boring this week.
We are boring this week.
Whirlwind Romance. I didn't bring it with me. I showed it last week. I'm still spinning the CJ Kopech Death to Ovarian Cancer colorway on Polymer Silk. I have maybe half an ounce left to do, and then hopefully I'll finish that yarn this week. And then I think my next thing on the wheel is going to be an Abbey bat that I got from New Hampshire Sheep and Wool. But I wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you to Aiden at Acreworks Bobbin. I'm kind of in love with Aiden right now.
Why?
He has just been so awesome. He worked out a special situation with my friend Denise, mad about Matisse, so that she could give him money for me. And then when I got my birthday present, I could email him and order a bobbin from that. So it was my bobbin money. And I had a credit because I was one of the original Shocked Woolly Winder compatible testers. So I contacted Aiden and put my order in. I also wanted to buy a bobbin. I wanted to get 3 bobbins total. And he worked with me to figure out how much I would actually pay after the other stuff was deducted and whatever. And then I threw another curveball at him, and I asked him to look up my husband's birthday order for me. And my husband ordered me 2 red bobbins, and I asked Aiden if it was possible he could make one orange so that I could have all different colors. And he was like, no problem, it hasn't gone to the printer yet, so, whatever. And he got in touch with me this week, and he's like, before I run this, your husband ordered you regular bobbins. Don't you want Woolly Winder compatible? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I do. That is a mistake. And he is making the upgrade for me. I was like, tell me what to PayPal you. He's like, no, we're good. We're all set. So he found that error.
Good.
And fixed it for me. So I am having a little... consumer crush on Aiden of Acreworks. I love you guys. That is some of the best customer service that I've had.
That's good.
I feel like, and I love those bobbins. Like that bobbin that I got really has gotten me back in. So I have decided that this year I am going to spin Tour de Fleece for the Acreworks bobbin team.
Oh, good.
So to show my appreciation.
July.
Yeah, it's
July
coming
5th.
Up. Coming up.
Usually that's when Tour de France starts.
Yep, it's coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to actually spin during it. I never know. I could be having work done in my house.
True.
I could not be having work done in my house. I could be having a new roof put on. I could not be having a new roof put on. I don't know. But anyway, that's my whirlwind romance. Future dates. My only future date is... working on Hitafude. I didn't bring it with me today because it's too big.
Did you work on it?
No. I got it on the needle. It is
Okay.
on the needle all the way.
That's a plus.
And I took the string out. So it is now on the needles, but I did not knit very much, as you saw. I knit very little last week. I spun, but I didn't knit. So my future date is to finish Hitafude up, and I'm going to try to make myself do like a repeat a day. And I need to start doing that, I guess. Now that I need to get my knitting mojo back in check. And I want to finish my socks up, and I'll do another pair of socks after. So, that's it for my future dates.
My future dates, I'm in a bit of a conundrum. I like doing the socks, don't get me wrong, but I'm at the point where I want to cast on everything. Because everything, So I was looking at doing a colonnade shawl, which is large size 10 needles. And I'm like, how can I cast on another shawl when I have still 2 that I haven't been working on? The color affection, I think, is because the increases are not, I don't want to say symmetrical, but they're odd.
Yeah.
And the boomerang, I think, is because I'm not a big fan of the yarn so much, even though I like it. It's just, it's kind of like the Malabrigo situation with that yarn, and it took me a while to finish that. You remember that?
Yes.
Not so much the citron, but the thing that I was using.
Let's not mention citron.
Yeah.
That word should never be mentioned between us.
Yeah.
I told you my husband shrunk it, and it's like this big now.
It is. I saw it too. But I made up for it, and I finished something with you.
No, I don't hold that against you anymore, but every time I just think of that was a nightmare. That pattern was so awful.
So I don't know what to do. I want to cast on socks, but I want something quick and easy. So I have some worsted weight I might do, but then it's like getting warm.
Yeah, I know. It is.
So then I've been looking, and if anyone's watching my likes on Ravelry, I've been liking a lot of ankle socks. So I was thinking that I might, maybe not this color, but I have a crap ton
of
Cascade. And I don't have, I always like to wear hand knit socks. So if I make a bunch of these ankle socks, I can wear these in the summer.
That's fixation. It's cotton.
It's cotton and elastic. So I think this might be my next project because I'm hoping with ankle socks and a Fish Lips Kiss heel.
It'll be like
done in no time.
Yeah,
this was
like a day
size 4.
Yeah,
I think on these. I don't remember. I'd have to look at it.
So that would be awesome.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe do a few pairs of these because we have until October to do.
Yeah, I just do in mine early because I like the color of the yarn.
Oh, I like the color. It's just
so
my mind right now is this way and that way and every which way but where it needs to be.
And I'm not going to wear those socks, obviously.
Well, that's the thing, too, is I'm making these socks, and I've kind of admitted defeat. It is too warm to wear these.
It is too warm.
Socks.
It has, although, it's going to cool down next week.
I know. Monday and Tuesday, not that, 67.
60s and low 70s next week. So.
Which, and the funny thing is when I'm working in the hospital where I work, it is very cold because of the AC. The offsite, however, I was at an offsite yesterday. And it progressively started getting warmer and warmer. I'm like, what is going on? I went out to the secretaries. They said, I'm melting in there. They said, yeah, we're melting here, too. The AC broke down. I'm like, oh, nobody told me. So after the last patient left, we left. But that was like 4:45. I only got out 15 minutes early. But
it's been warm here. It's been in the 80s. And it's been a bit humid.
Close to the 90s.
Yeah,
a couple of times they said it was going to reach 90, but it didn't. 89, I think, was the highest.
Said he would put our pool up 2 weekends ago. He still hasn't. I was like, you know what? We could use that pool this week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If he had put it up 2 weeks ago, it would have been warm enough by now to swim in it.
At that point, who would have cared if you just dunked yourself, too?
So hopefully this
kids have been playing in the sprinklers.
So, is that it for your future dates?
Yes, I think so. I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep looking at that colonnade, but...
Why not do it? If it makes you happy, do it.
Because I have 2 other things on the needles.
I have 2 other things on the needles.
I know, but that's not like me, you know that.
I know.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
When
I'm finished with this, we'll see where my mood takes me. Something quick is what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah. I think that ankle socks is going to be the key. That's
I just got to find a good color combo, I think, that I like.
Baubles and Bling. I went to Mass Sheep and Wool this weekend on Sunday. I went on Sunday with my friends Tara and Suzanne.
Just to put it out there, I did not. I was sick.
She was sick.
I'm glad I didn't go just because I was really sick.
Is Knitting Nirvana. She had a podcast. I don't know if she's still recording.
She had talked about doing it.
But I don't think she has recorded recently. So I went to Stitched by Jessalu and I got some more Notions pouches.
Oh my gosh, did you? Really?
But these were the only ones left, so I did not get to pick them out. I love this one.
Well, I was thinking about that when you said you were going to go and stop by. I'm like, by the time we get there on a Sunday, this at the time, I was still playing. Oh, I like the bee one.
Isn't the bee one
Oh my
cute?
God, that's adorable. Can I see that?
Yeah.
I like the colors, the blue and the yellow.
So this one has this inside.
Aww. He should be getting that.
Okay.
My husband's home today. He's working from home.
This one has sunflowers inside. Yeah.
Look at you. And he did. He got it.
This one is like Little House on the Prairie looking.
It's got an antique washboard and...
It's got this inside. I like that. It's pretty.
That reminds me of antique wallpaper.
This one, I already have one like this. It has mushrooms inside. I needed another gnome one, though.
So you got 2.
I got 2 the same because that's there were 5 left, and I bought the rest of them. And I mentioned last week that I had bought some Notions pouches for my friend Denise. And I was talking with her, and it was kind of a funny story. She's like, thanks for giving me the picked over Notions pouches, because she misunderstood what I said. When I went to Webb's last weekend before last, the first thing I did when I arrived in the morning is I bought Notions pouches, and there were plenty, and I chose each one. And I thought at the time that I would buy something for myself, but we wanted to get going on our walk downtown and get some lunch because we had been driving since like 9 in the morning or whatever. So I bought Denise's so I could pick them out, put them in my car. We went out. We didn't come back to purchase something until like almost 4. And when I went to buy them for myself, they were all picked over. So I was like, I'll get them next weekend at the Mass Sheepin'. Well, that's when I thought we were going on Saturday.
Right.
So Denise was like, thanks for getting picked over Notions pouches. I'm like, no. You got the like cream of the crop. There were not any left when I was going to buy some for myself because I did that and I did the needles, like I put them aside like right away so I wouldn't forget.
Which I'm using right now. I love them.
Yay. Oh, I'm glad. So, yeah, but I love these Notions pouches. I think I need like 10 more and I'll be caught up.
Yeah, I'm not like you. I got a couple, but I am using one of Jess's right now.
I like these.
Unfortunately, I apologize, Jess, there's a coffee stain on the
She's going to kill you.
Yeah, I know. I like the inside, too. Blue polka dots.
The second thing that I got, Leslie Wind, who is a jewelry maker that I've bought from before. Where did it go? Did it just fly out of there?
Oh, it's right.
There we go. She has a new style of shawl pin that can double as a cable needle if you use a cable needle, which I don't. But it weaves into the shawl, and I thought this might stick better than some of the ones that I have that are less.
Yes.
I thought it would weave in better, and I really liked it. It's sterling silver.
They do tarnish, just FYI.
They do. I have a tarnished cloth. Yeah. I love her jewelry, and she's going to be at Rhinebeck teaching classes this year, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she was super nice. I didn't have enough cash. She was taking cash only. It was kind of like that year with What a Hill. Spinner's Hill. She let me send her a check on Tuesday, so I did, which was super nice. Came in a little bag. And there's the tarnished cloth is in there so that you can keep it clean. And that's all I bought because I didn't actually buy any fiber or yarn because, honestly,
we don't need it.
That was my 5th fiber event in a row. I'm so glad. I am not doing that many next year. I'd already decided. I'm cutting some of them out.
And I've yet to go into one.
I know.
It just hasn't worked out.
No, you went to Connecticut. You went to Connecticut.
No, I did not.
Oh, wait, you didn't this year. That's right.
No, it didn't work out for me with the full-time job that I have and working weekends and my dad being in here and me being sick. I mean, I could have gone on Sunday. I would have been miserable. And I wouldn't want to get you guys sick, but would not have been fun. We probably would not have stayed 6 hours at a lunch place just because I would have been falling asleep. It was better off. I didn't want to rain on your parade type of deal.
And we were sad that you didn't go.
I know, and I was sad I couldn't go, but it was just for the best that I didn't. But I do have Baubles and Blings that I should have brought last time. I told you guys that I went to Hub Mills looking for... Hub Mills is a store that's owned by Classic Elite.
Yeah, it's kind of like their outlet store.
But I mean, they sell other things.
But they carry other brands.
So I ended up, I'm planning on making, at first I was thinking about doing this for my coworker as a joke, my boss, because I've been working at these offsites knitting socks. Mm-hmm. So my other boss suggested maybe I make socks with a number in it. Yeah. To designate where I've been going a lot. So I like the gray and red look.
Oh, yeah.
Toes, heels, and sock. So I think I'm going to do this. This, again, will be a quick knit.
Right.
But then I might do the opposite for me, red with gray tones. But what I did is usually for worsted weight, I do size 5. So I got size 5 Karbonz interchangeable. There we go. I couldn't think of what I was trying to think. 5 to go onto my interchangeable set, hoping that these joins will be better, because I have yet to have a problem with the interchangeable joins.
No, it's
just the carbon joins. So we'll see. We'll try it out. So I got these. Looking forward to it, actually. I like the red isn't exactly what I'd want. I want more of like a burgundy wine, but they didn't have it. And this is Encore, which is mostly an acrylic.
Yeah.
So we'll see how I like these.
I like Encore. I did a baby hat and booties out of Encore.
I find it similar.
I liked it.
I find it similar to Woolies.
Yeah.
Because Woolies is pretty much the same. I think it might be 60-40. But at Lion Brand, Michael's and places, I haven't been able to find Woolies. I just happen to be there, so.
Yeah.
So that's my Baubles and Bling.
That's it for Baubles and Bling. I'll show you my new scale next week, so you can see how, and I'll let you know how it works.
Yeah, because by then you might even be done with Trillian.
Yeah, I hope so. It was only $12.95 or something. Cool. It was an inexpensive purchase, right. And I thought it'll just make things easier. So I will give you a review of that next week. Gossip and Innuendo. Like I said, that
Crushes and Heartbreaks.
Oh, Crushes and Heartbreaks. I don't write that down. Crushes and Heartbreaks. Okay, my crushes that I got to hang out with my friends Tara and Suzanne on Sunday at Mass Sheep and Wool. And we were only at Mass Sheep and Wool for like 45 actual minutes.
Really?
Yeah. We spent like 6 hours talking at a restaurant afterwards. So that was really nice. My heartbreak is the store that had the book that I wanted, Enchanted Forest, was, by the time I went back, all sold out, and they had 24 on order.
Wow.
And my friend Leanne in Canada can get one, because they have them in Canada. And she was like, you want me to buy it for you? But they cost way more in Canada, and then she'd have to ship it to the U.S. I was like, nah, I'll just wait until July. But I brought my book to show you, my latest project. This is the one that I finished this week.
Is it by the same author or no?
No. And this is the one that I'm currently coloring. That's my process. Sometimes I start from the inside and go out, but sometimes I kind of decide what I want.
What colors?
And I work on it one color at a time.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And it's not related to that so much as your stitchery thing. Have you worked on that at all?
Yeah,
I think so. What was May's?
May was, let me think. I just downloaded it too. No, my cross stitch. I thought about working on my cross stitch the other night, but I have no mojo to do anything except color right now. 'Cause my heartbreak is I've been having migraines. Some
bad ones too.
Yes, some very bad ones. And I was telling Sheila, I think I'm getting another one right now. It's kind of borderline. I had one the other day that was so bad I couldn't put my head on the pillow. It hurt to lay my head down on the pillow. The good news is that pill that I got, within an hour, it stops.
Oh, the pill.
But I keep getting them.
That would be my concern, right there.
I know.
Have you called?
No, I talked about it with my...
I know, but you weren't getting them as often.
I had 5 in a 2-week period before they gave me the medication, which is why they gave me the medication. No, I actually did have a moment with the really bad one on Monday. I started thinking, maybe I have a brain tumor. But then the migraine medicine made it stop, so I was like, oh, it's not a tumor. That's what my mom said. That's exactly what my mom said and how she said it when I told her.
Oh, come on, that's the first thing you think of. It's not I don't have a brain tumor. It's not a tumor.
Yeah, but it's been sucky. I've been knocked down by it. It's I start to feel bad the day before. I feel, it's usually the night before, I feel, if you have this weird depression, anxiety feeling, I can't really describe it, but I just feel kind of low, And then I wake up in the middle of the night and I have a headache. And then it just goes downhill from there. And I don't like to take the pill until I'm sure it's a migraine because I only can get 6 at a time. Because that's how they come. Yeah. So I only have like 3 left.
Oh, really?
I can refill them, but I should just refill it. I can refill now. It's been long enough.
What's it, once a month or once every couple
Once
months?
a month I can have it. And then...
So you should refill it now so that you have them in hand.
In case I run out.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the way that the insurance company works. They only... probably it's not good if you take them a lot, too. So they want to make sure you're not...
Right, but if you need them, you need them. I mean...
So, yeah. And then, so I'll take the medication. It'll get rid of it. But then for the whole next day, you just feel like crap. It's like a hangover almost. Not like you're nauseous, but you just feel exhausted and crappy. You feel relieved that you don't have that pain anymore, but you don't feel good. And this one is it's this side. The one I've had most frequently is right here. But now today I have it's on this side. It's like the opposite. So that's why I'm like, maybe it's just a headache and not a migraine. No, I'm going to wait and see. So those are my crushes and heartbreaks. My kids are almost done with school too.
How's is the 18th?
It's kind of I think the same. The 18th or the 20th. It's,
double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think I'm going to go to Fiber Frolic in Maine this year because it's the same weekend as my daughter's dance recital, and it's just too much. I don't think I can go to another festival, honestly. I'm just burned out. I want to see Lois so bad, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to see her so bad that I would drive to another festival. I just don't know if I can do it. So that's my crushes and heartbreaks.
My crushes and heartbreaks. I've been sick. It's been like this for about a week. I slowly feel like I'm getting better. Not so bad. Tylenol has been my friend with aches and pains and sore throats. But I was bad. I don't think I knit, maybe just a little bit over the weekend.
Oh, I barely knit.
I've been knitting a little bit more on my off-site. But it is what it is.
This is starting to get awkward to knit. I have to comment.
Well, it's getting at that long stage.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what else is going on. I don't know. I never can remember. I need to start writing these things down. I worked my holiday. Memorial Day was my holiday that I had to work. I don't have to work another holiday until at least the winter season.
That's awesome.
We have to pick one holiday for the summer and one holiday for the winter. And I picked mine. I feel bad for a coworker of mine. Mm-hmm. So she worked Memorial Day too. That was her holiday. But the way that we have our weekend schedule, we do every third weekend. Mm-hmm. And the way her weekend is scheduled, she is on every holiday weekend. Ooh. So she worked this weekend plus the holiday. 4th of July, she works the weekend. That's her weekend. And Labor Day, she works the weekend. That's her weekend. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Just happened to be how it worked out.
Does she get paid extra for working a holiday?
Holiday, yes, not the weekend.
Do you get holiday pay?
Yeah, we get time and a half, I think, for holiday pay or whatever it is. We do get paid for the holiday, but the weekend is not the holiday. Even though it's the holiday weekend, it's not the actual holiday. So 4th of July is actually, the holiday is on the 3rd because it's a Friday. So people who are working the 3rd get holiday pay.
Right.
But the people who are working the 4th and the 5th, which is Saturday and Sunday, don't get holiday pay. They get weekend pay.
Right, because that's too bad.
So I feel bad for her. I'm contemplating maybe switching weekends with her just to help her out a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm trying to think. It's just been hot, sleeping.
It's been hot. Thank God for air conditioning. Have you put your air conditioning in upstairs?
No.
Well, you need to get that in.
Yeah, tucked down.
Did you have your doctor's appointment this week?
Which one?
For sleeping?
It's today, actually.
Okay.
3:40. Pulmonary.
Just checking.
Pulmonary. I don't know how pulmonary is going to help, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe they'll diagnose me with pneumonia today, too. Who knows? But yeah, I have an appointment for mild sleep apnea. Who knows? We'll see. And then next week I have another doctor's appointment. I have a dentist appointment. Sucks getting old.
Yes, it does.
My dad, heartbreak, my dad left on Tuesday to go back to China. He's already there. He's already emailed me. It takes him from the time he leaves to the time he gets to his apartment in Kaming, 24 hours.
Ugh, that's such a long trip.
I mean, it's flight, layovers, more flights, more
Yeah.
layovers. 24 hours.
I remember when Jim flew to Shanghai. It takes a long time.
It does. That is one reason why we don't go, because I really don't want to deal with the kids. I don't care how old they are for 24 hours dealing with...
Trapped on a plane or in an airport.
Or, yeah, exactly, because it's not necessarily on a plane, but...
Right.
Yeah, and then you lose time trying to make up for the lack of sleep and all that. It's one thing for my dad, but... So that's a heartbreak. I don't get to see him often as much as I'd like. That's about it for me, I guess. Nothing else going on.
Yeah, it's been kind of a dead week.
Yeah. Early week, too, right? We recorded Friday. Well, one day early.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to get too hot for me to knit.
I know. This is sticking to me at your house. At my house, I have my air conditioning cranked up really high. So I can knit just in the winter.
I know. It's just, it is what it is.
Sheila doesn't run her house that way.
No.
So.
We do not. We do not. So that's all I have for crushes and heartbreaks.
Me too.
Gossip and innuendo.
Gossip and innuendo. Like I said, I think the next event on the list is Fiber Frolic in Maine. I will probably not be going to that. I suppose I could be convinced to go, but I don't know. My daughter's recital is on Sunday, and the event is on Saturday, and I just don't know if I feel like driving all that way to and from, and then having to deal. I think Lois would
certainly understand.
She did.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I can get together with her, I could go up and meet her the next weekend even,
This is true.
So, yeah, we'll see. But other than that, I think the next event is... Knitting in Public Day, Worldwide Knitting in Public Day.
Oh, yeah,
that's on June 13th. Okay, so the other event, Fiber Revival, is on August 6th. I knew there was something that was on the 13th. There's information on the show notes, but that's...
They also have a Boston Knit in Public Day for Boston.
Oh, okay.
Group. June 13th. They're doing it in the beautiful Christopher Columbus Park at the waterfront.
Yeah, that's been in our show notes for
I'm just telling you the group details.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to see if I'm working that weekend.
So
I am not.
It's the Long Wharf. It's by the Long Wharf Hotel. And it starts at 11:30. And they say to bring a chair and a cold drink and
maybe we can go.
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe that would be fun.
That would be fun. I think my husband owes it to me.
I think so too.
He can, yeah. A friend of ours, Suzanne, Knitting Nirvana, just posted that she got her hair cut off. Mm-hmm. I'm so tempted.
It is nice to have short hair, I have to say.
Well, it's not even that. I'm just so sick and tired of the frizz. Not that it wouldn't happen with short hair, too, but maybe a little bit more controlled.
I really like how Suzanne's hair came out.
Yeah, it came out really nice.
It came out gorgeous. We had talked that she was going to do that over the weekend.
Did you?
Yep, because I was telling her that I have been working on an exit strategy for my hair.
In what regards?
I need
You're going to grow it out?
I need to get it to...
Oh, you mean the gray.
I need to stop coloring it every month. It's expensive, and my hair's falling out, so I feel like it's not as worth it. You know what I mean?
And yet I have a coworker who keeps saying I'm too young to have the gray that I have.
See, I don't really think of your hair as gray. It looks
I don't
blonde
either.
to me.
It depends on how I do it at work sometimes.
Yeah.
If I have a lot of product in it, you can see the darker parts than not. Today I don't. Well, I do have some product. I can see it, but I see it as gray because I know it's gray. But other people see it as blonde because they don't know any better. But also, we don't have the light on because I was trying to keep it cool.
Yeah.
But
it's warm in here.
I've been really contemplating getting a shorter haircut. My coworker Linda got a God. So she's Asian. She had, I'd say, shoulder length.
This is the other Asian woman. Yeah.
Shoulder length black hair. All off. Shorter than yours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because my hair is pretty short in the back.
She had...
It's less than an inch
layered...
long. Yeah.
Carol Brady look, but not...
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Looks really good on her. Looked really good, but it was like I'm walking in and I'm looking at the person in front of me who's in a room, and I'm like, is that one of our phlebotomists? Oh my gosh!
You got your hair cut!
She looks great in it. I don't want to go that short, but something like Suzanne would be kind of nice where it's still fluffy.
Yeah. So that's why I like this. I still have, if I want to wear it down, I still have like a bob situation going on here, right? But I always like it off. But the back of my hair is like less than an inch long. It's really short.
Yeah.
And it keeps it off my neck.
When did you go?
I'm going next week, so you can tell I'm starting to get, you can't really see. You can see it. There you go. I'm starting to get grays. So. But
see, I would like to wear my hair down.
It's a little crazy.
But when I work, this is, all right, so this would be how I'd wear it, maybe. It frizzes. And if I even put it behind my ears, it still goes forward, and you can't do your job because you can't be worried about. And then one of my coworkers is like, oh, you can do that whole thing where they puff it up here and pin it back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that young. That's a young style look. You know what I'm talking about,
I do
right?
know what you're talking about.
I can't even do it. And then if I do that, I feel like I'm wearing a mullet.
A mullet.
Oh, my hair smells good, though. Because of whatever I put in it. I don't know. I need something with the summer coming. And you know what? As you get older, too, long hair just doesn't look as good on us older women.
Yeah. I was thinking of how old I was today when I was doing my pill case. I had to refill my pill case. I have to have a pill case.
Zachary has one.
I take 6 pills a day. Some of them in the morning. Some of them at night. So I have a pill case, and I was filling it up. I'm like, this is like the epitome of what it means to be old. How much medication I take.
Not necessarily.
Well, Zachary is outlier. He's not normal.
Hey, he is normal.
His pill taking routine is not normal.
No, for a kid his age, absolutely not.
Absolutely
I think he takes like 10. Yeah, 10 a day. Various, like 3 at night, and the rest.
And all but one of mine are prescribed. I'm sure all of his.
All but one of his, because we've been giving him an allergy pill to see if that helps.
Well, even my allergy pill, it's over the counter, but it's like my doctor told me to.
Well, yeah, they know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've been told to take it.
Everything Zachary's been taking has been told by a doctor. Yes.
Yeah. Everything in mine is, except for my daily vitamin. I do that on my own. No. But it's just a lot of medication, and
it makes you feel old.
I realize I have to reorder one of my pills too. The good news is it's covered 100% by my insurance, so it's free. But I have to go online and order it. Well,
speaking of that, he has a heartbreak, if you want to say. So Zachary, one of his medications has to go through CVS Specialty Care Mark. It's his anti-rejection drug, Prograf, tacrolimus, however you want to call it. And they have to renew it. So usually when we refill it, because we have to do it once a month, his other medication is like every 3 months, but this one has to go every month. They give us plenty of time that we get it in time. Well, because he had to renew the prescription through his doctor, we were cutting it close. Yesterday's dose, he takes 2 capsules every time he takes it. Well, yesterday we gave him 1 because that's all we had. Ugh. But he's also covered with another drug that he's on, too. So I said to Max, just be aware that UPS will be coming. It has to be signed for.
Yeah.
And normally they've been coming between 1:45 and after. They came at 10:45 yesterday. So the good thing about UPS is, if you don't know this, if you call them, you can usually find a location to pick up.
Yeah.
And we've done it many times because, no one's home usually at 1:15, although this summer won't be a problem. And it's supposed to be an adult, but, Max looks like an adult, so they don't question him.
He's tall.
So I called. I had to go to the place in, I don't know, a few miles. It sounds far, but it's only a few miles from us because of how the towns border. Right. To pick up his medication at 8:15, between 8:15 and 9:15 last night.
Oh, my God.
And normally I would have picked it up today because I'm off, but because we needed that dose for last night and then the dose for this morning.
Yeah, I got to find out if I can get my migraine pills. See, that one, I don't want them. I don't want them on that thing, but I don't know. They might make me start paying the whole amount for them if I don't go on that thing.
Yeah, see, this is a one, I'm not sure what makes this specialized as into why it has to go through the mail, but it has to go through the mail. I don't even think we could pick it up at his pharmacy. It's CVS. I don't even think we could pick it up through his pharmacy. Have I tried another pharmacy? No. I don't know how this works, but it's been working for us, except for yesterday, which is, once a year probably is what that's going to be like, and I'll just try and remember it next time. But, yeah, that was our crush and heartbreak.
But, yeah, so. I was just thinking 6 pills can go so quickly. I can only order once a month. I'd rather have control over it.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
If I could get this at the pharmacy, I would. All his other medication, I can. And the only other medication, he's on a couple that come every 3 months, but the only other medication that he does once a month is omeprazole. And we have it so that it used to be 10 milligrams twice a day, but now the insurance didn't approve that. They approved the 20 milligrams once a day. I'm like, fine, whatever, whichever one you approve. Because he's also on Mass Health because of his issues. So one will approve it one way and one will approve it another way.
It's annoying. I mean, I'm taking tamoxifen so I don't get breast cancer, so I don't need to have surgeries, chemotherapy, blah, blah, blah. But because I don't actually have breast cancer, I have to pay for it. I have to pay, it's like $50 a time.
Really?
Yeah. But all my other medications that I take are free because they're just free.
It doesn't make sense. It's like the insurance would rather pay for the operation than for the preventative.
Apparently, they would rather pay, tens of thousands of dollars for me to have, cancer removal and treatment than to just pay $50 every 3 months for my pills.
Well, without Zachary being on Mass Health, because his pill for tacrolimus, his doctors don't want him to take the generic form. The generic form has not been proven to be... No, it has not been proven to be as effective as the name brand form, which tells you that generics are not all the same.
No, they aren't.
But, so his doctors, it says, if we had to because of insurance, they would say okay, but they would prefer not to, so we had to get approval through the state to do this. Otherwise, it would be like a $300 copay.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah. It's
I'm lucky I only pay $50 for my tamoxifen.
I know, we're lucky. We've gone off tangent.
I know. That's all right. We have a winner. We have a winner of the Knittingsmybag contest, which was the chickadee bag.
It's all wrapped up.
Yeah,
We're not going to show it.
I'm going to show you the package. It's in here.
Lois wrapped it up all nice.
That's why I didn't want to take it out.
And the picture is on the thread.
On the thread. It's a chickadee bag with matching red and black and really white yarn that is from Knitter's Nightmare. Sadie Ruin, who is another podcaster, does that yarn. And the winner of that is BJ Holly.
Or Bonnie.
BJHOLI, Bonnie. She was number 88, and she said that she will be knitting a sockhead hat with her yarn and her project bag.
So, Bonnie, Snail, yeah.
PM Sheila on Ravelry, and she will give her your address, and she will send that right out to you.
I will.
Whoa.
Well, as soon as I possibly can. I try and be accurate. So, just a reminder.
That's what it looks like. Yay! And that was the last of the 3 bag and yarn sets that Lois did for prizes for us. Thank you, Lois. That was really nice.
It was very nice. Thank you very much.
And if you're interested in her stuff, she is going to be doing updates this summer. Not as frequently as she does when she's at home in California, but she did bring stuff to do updates over the summer from Maine. So keep your eye out on her Knittingsmybag website, and if you can look and see if you can find a bag that you like.
I think that's it.
I think that is it. Next week.
Hopefully more knitting content. No guarantees. I'm hoping to finish my sock and start. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Summer's coming soon. We'll see what the schedules allow, too.
See, I don't know. Once they start working on my house, it's going to be like a 2-week period where nothing gets done because I'm going to have to, stay in the basement or up in my bedroom.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out. I guess I could watch Netflix on my computer upstairs while I knit.
Don't have a TV upstairs? Oh, side note. So I was a little overdue on my Comcast bill.
Yeah.
So we have a location in our area that we can just pay with
Right.
Comcast. So I went to pay it so that I was a little more than above what I owed. And I asked my upstairs, we have a small, old TV with the chunky stuff in the back, you know, a typical TV that we remember, not a flat screen. And we haven't used it in a long time, so I went to use it one day when I wasn't feeling well, and the remote wouldn't work because the batteries corroded inside. Tells you how long I didn't use it. So when I went there, I asked them for a new remote, and they said, what kind of box? They said, it's just, a regular small little digital DVD or DVR. She goes, okay, here. She goes, did you get the new remote? I said, no. So they have a new remote that if you hit the microphone and say Humphrey Bogart, it'll bring up all of Humphrey Bogart's movies and a little bio on it. So we brought it back at no extra charge, but it was funny because for some reason we can't get it to turn on our TV and we can't do the volume on it, so we're like, what's the point? So we're still using our old remote.
I bet there's a way you can. You need
I just gotta look into it.
I
gotta look into it. Maybe reset it or something. I don't know.
No, we have a TV in the playroom downstairs that's not connected to cable. And we have a TV in our living room. We don't like to watch TV in the bedroom. Bedroom is for sleeping.
Well, we hardly do. Like I said, I mean, our remote ended up being corroded by a battery, so we don't watch it. We had a TV in the bedroom for a long time. We never used it, and so we got rid of it. Yeah, well, it's just there. We only have two TVs. We have this one, and we have the one in the bedroom.
And the one that we have downstairs is crappy.
Like, yeah, it's probably similar to ours.
It has all the big stuff in the back, and it's not digital, so...
No. We've had this TV that's upstairs in our bedroom. Oh, Kim and I have been together for 22 years, so 20 years at least.
The one that we had in our bedroom, my dad gave to us when we got married. So it's like 25 years old or something.
I mean, it's just there. It's there for, like, if I was sick, like this past weekend, I could have just gone up and watched TV.
When somebody's sick, we usually plug in the computer and just watch Netflix on it now. So it's like a TV.
Have one computer, but...
Like, my laptop is big enough.
Now we have... iPads nowadays, so
you can watch movies on those too.
Yeah, you don't need extra TVs like you used to once before. My coworker, she cooks a lot and she dices things so small. I'm like, well, how do you have the patience? She goes, I have a TV in my kitchen and I just watch it. I'm like, oh, all right. Because she watches Chinese movies. She also used to own a restaurant apparently.
So she has good knife skills.
Yeah, a food cart in an airport, I guess, when she lived in Canada. Like, oh, things you know about your coworkers.
Things that you know.
All right. On that note, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you next week. When? Who knows? Because you have an appointment on Wednesday.
Do I? What is it?
Is that your hair appointment?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Knit with heart.
Jinx.
Bye. Show me a Coke.